Hello everybody, welcome back to the vlog. Just gonna go ahead and address the elephant in the room off the bat. Yes, I do have bangs now. Yes, I did cut them myself. No, I'm not wearing a hat because they're busted. They actually turned out really well, but I had a shoot today for my job, so I have very bad hat hair at the time of filming this. Today we're doing kind of a different format, fully made 3 videos, so it's not like we have an established thing going on. I applied for an open call and it was a very weird open call. If you've never applied for an open call, this is usually how it goes. Hello sir or ma'am, here is an art thing that I have made. Would you like it? They respond to you back, yes diva or no diva. This one is weird in that it's like, they want you to send your vibe and then make a piece for the show. Now the show's theme is cigarettes, definitely something I've never done before. I don't know if I have a good shot at making it. I think I should at least try. I am going to remake an older piece into crochet. A couple of years ago, I made a cigarette crucifix that said Jesus loves you. And I love that piece. It's so good, it's so great, possibly my peak. However, the problem is that I made it a couple years ago. Technically, I'm a lot better of an artist now than I was 3 years ago. And sewn kind of similar to these. And I think I'm going to just adapt my plushy cigarette pattern that I already have. And we're gonna work from there. I'm gonna make them skinnier. Not quite this skinny, but skinnier than the ones that I have been making. There are a couple of technical challenges in remaking this piece. Number one, I use a lot of polyfill, and a lot of times it's also recycled polyfill, so it gets very lumpy, and I think I've finally figured out a way to take the lumpiness out. So quilt batting, because that's usually very flat, I'm gonna roll it around a dowel that I've obviously cut down to the size that I want, and then I'm going to stuff that into the crochet, and that's gonna get rid of the lumps that I've been having. And then for the Jesus Loves You, I wrote that on in the original in marker, and I think I'm gonna embroider it just because I don't want my pattern to get too crazy, because doing lettering is hard. Thank you for allowing me the space to be very controversial yet also incredibly brave in that moment. Actually, this is not going to take nearly as long as I thought. Not just because sometimes I'm also excellent at crochet, but because I found my pattern drafts. So the cowgirl killers are patterns that I made myself. It's a very basic pattern. It's not like it's rocket science or anything like that, but I did a couple of testers. And guess what I found? Cigarette pattern 1 and cigarette pattern 2. And the problem with these two patterns, the first one too small, aka kind of the size that I am hoping to get these. I have a pattern, everything is great. This is the color for the filter. I have a shitty white yarn here, which is not my ethnicity. It's just thrifted yarn. It's here someplace, but I have a couple rounds until I really need to get going. Honestly, I've got half a can of Dr. Pepper and a bunch of episodes of Love Island, so let's go, divas. I should have gotten my Eraserhead baby keychain out for this. Great news. Found the white that I was looking for. So right now, this is what we're considering. I say considering because I also forgot that I bought this white, which is the tinsel. A question for the culture. Chat, we are beginning row 3, and I forgot that this yarn is cheap as hell. No wonder I barely use it. I messed it up already. I popped an Excedrin, I ate some butter chicken, and I got the base done. And I've come to the conclusion, I can't count. But we're making it work! I want to start over again. It's too big for the proportion I want. I think I have to go even smaller than I did on my first run through. Okay, so this width, so much better. in comparison, this is about the width that it was before I frogged it for the second time. Significant difference. Significant difference. We're losing the light on day one. This is probably 1 or 2 rows shy of being complete for the filter. And then we're gonna do a full cigarette. We're gonna do the back part of the crucifix first and then move on. I wanna say I'm gonna use the cream, but also there's about a 60% chance I change my mind. We made it, chat. We made it. We have D-rings, so everything will stay on the wall nicely. And then we have dowels. I did buy a couple extra ones because I have a tomato plant that is getting rather large. Survived Michael's. I got my batting, but also I have a craft idea for my next video, possibly, that involved a black t-shirt. Hello chat, welcome to day 3. So we have finished the majority of our crocheting. So this is going to be the back, and then this is going to be the front of the cross. So we have to start the embroidery on this first, and then we can go ahead and move on to the stuffing and then the final assembly. And this is going to be a lot trickier than I thought. Turns out I maybe I shouldn't have gone as fast as I usually do with this, because I have to embroider like all the way down here. And this is not a very big opening, but I have a plan. Needle nose plier, actual needle. Do this at a bit of an angle, like that. We're so back, chat. We're so back. We're so back. Oh, it got stuck, but we're so back. Great news, I finished it. I love how like scrungly, having to squish it down constantly, making it look. So we have Jesus Loves, and then on this, we're gonna put the U right here instead, just because I ran out of room. Because turns out trying to embroider using needle nose pliers sucks. Would not recommend it. The light is leaving, however, we have our dowels prepped, batting, check. And I get to tell the joke that I've been sitting on for 3 days now. Megan, how confident are you in your rolling skills? Very. Wait. There you go. Are you seeing the vision? Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it, Mr. Krabs? These are my next steps. So we're gonna finish this one completely. And then before we finish this, we're going to sew these together before I finish this. So this will probably be the last real part of crocheting. And then I'm gonna install the hardware on the back. I might get to that tonight. I'm not sure because my back hurts. Now, if I am being 100% transparent, I'm not the biggest fan of how the embroidery turned out on this. There is a non-zero chance that I chuck this in the bin and start over completely. What did I say earlier? Maybe you don't hate your art, you just need a snack. I already had dinner. Maybe I need a dessert though. Hello chat. Welcome back to the big reveal. All right, are we ready? So this is the proposed finished product. Ta-da! It's about 3 Dr. Peppers high and 2 across. Anything but the metric system. Now, this is what I had envisioned originally. I say that because we are going to seam rip out some of the embroidery, so let's get it. I'm gonna start with just this because I think that there is a very interesting tension in that, like, this implied says Jesus loves you. I don't know, it's just, I tried to sit with it as much as I could. Am I tired? Am I hungry? Is it just like is it me? Especially because once I seam rip this out, like, there's no turning back. But I've stared at this on my wall for a very long time, and the original piece needed it. I just don't think this piece needs it. Okay, so there are a couple of patches that I'm just gonna... Now it is time to stare at this and decide if I want to also rip out the Jesus loves. I think this is the problem with remaking old work, is that you will always be in a different place, both mentally, emotionally, and skill-wise, that sometimes it's like, yeah, that was a really cool idea, but I don't think I can ever really redo it exactly how it was. I love the cigarette crucifix. It's just the embroidery aspect right now that is giving me a lot of trouble. I have come to a decision. I'm gonna rip out all the embroidery. Yeah, you know all that hard work I spent literally embroidering with a pair of needle nose pliers? I'm gonna throw that away. Oh my god, it's so close to being done. Come on. Yeah. There is some minor fraying. I don't think you can tell on camera, but I can tell IRL. I'm completely done. I like it so much better like this. I think that now that I've progressed in my art practice, I'm more interested in what a piece implies than what a piece can say by itself. I don't know if that's gonna make any sense. I don't know. I made a cigarette crucifix. All right, so here it is. It is 16 inches by 11. This probably means that I got into the show now that the piece that I made for the show is too big. You guys are never gonna guess what happened. I got into the show. My piece has been done. Guess who got in after that? Yeah. Really enjoy it without the embroidery. And it's not just because I did kind of a bad job, but I'm very happy with my cigarette plushie. Here is what it looks like on the wall for anybody who's interested. Subscribe for your favorite unhinged crafting content. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and long live Eraserhead. Bye!